All right, it is time to take these bad boys off and put the new ones back on. And yeah, I'm sorry that they're mirrored, but happy 2025, everybody. It's your girl, Jessica, with Better Creek Model Horses, and Happy New Year. This is kind of going out after the 1st. I am recording it on New Year's Day, but it's going to go out after the 1st, that Friday, you know, my normal time, because I'm off this Friday. It's kind of weird. I'm off today, and then I go to work tomorrow, and then I'm off on Friday again. It's so weird. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great New Year's, and I hope you guys are ready for all of the stuff that we're about to just get into for Breyerfest, Breyer Midwest, everything. I'm so ready. Breyer is just dropping a lot of stuff for us, and I'm super excited. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to open a couple of packages, and I'm also going to do a special request because I had a buddy. You guys notice these guys back in the back here? Those are Lord of the Rings swords, and we're going to do a tour because Madison, shout out to my girl, she, I was like, hey, I'll do one because I know this, you know, you see them all the time in the back of my videos, and I don't talk about them. Hopefully YouTube will let me do it, but yeah, so that's what we're going to do for today. Busy opening these guys. I was going to let you know a couple of purchases I do have coming in that I'm super excited about. Not everybody liked Bandolero when he came out, the last 2024 Premier Club release, but I really liked him. I'm a big Sabino fan, so when he came out in the matte glossy split like he did, I just really, for some reason, I just really liked him. I'm kind of weird like that, though, because sometimes I will like something that not everybody likes, and so it just kind of depends. But I went ahead and purchased him secondhand from a person on the internet. And so he is on his way. And then I also purchased a factory custom Morgan, Peterstone Morgan. So he's on his way as well. And then a micro mini saddlebred. Oh, and also we'll get into something else, too, that I kind of, that I purchased from Breyer that was announced on Christmas morning. We'll talk about that, too. Because I don't know if we talked about it in our last one, because they hadn't dropped it just yet. So the first, I'm super excited about this guy. I've been wanting this guy for a bit, too. The first purchase, and I found him for a good price. We will see if he can get out and show. I don't think so. It'll just kind of depend, but here's Saffron. He is 2017, one of the special run models from 2017. He was in a matte glossy split, but he is on the quarter horse mold. I don't know if you guys can see his head, his eyes and everything. He's got a split between, looks like he's got a black eye. I think he's got tri-colored eyes, but they're dark. Nah, I don't think they're tri. But yeah, he's kind of just a really pretty dun. He's got some really cool, he's got dappling on him, very faint dappling. He's got leg bars. Yeah, it looks like he's got some leg bars going on here. But yeah, very pretty dude. Super excited. He does have a flaw like right here, so he might be photo show worthy. He's also got a flaw kind of on his out right in here, but it's not really that bad. He's pretty good as far as in condition, as far as, you know, we probably will photo show him, but we'll see. I do love this face just because I like more white on my horses. I was picturing horses for sale, by the way. This guy is for sale if anybody wants him. But yeah, there's Saffron. Next purchase is a little dude that I got in an auction on Facebook. Shout out to, hold on, the Saffron came from Bella Dunning from Massachusetts, so thank you, Bella. I know that sounded like I was gifted, I bought it, but anywho, no, shout out to her because of the packaging and everything. Good packaging. This one's from Catherine Mosley. Thank you so much. Blazing Greens for the packing, because look at this. He's got muslin, And I'm super excited. Muslin. I'm super excited because he's wrapped very well. I should say, she's wrapped very well. Or he. No, I think it might be a he. But this one's a little custom on the Tennessee Walker or the Missouri Foxtrotter mold. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that thick. It's like canvas almost. I don't know if it's muslin or not. I think it's like canvas. Yeah, I think it's muslin though. But kudos to all of thank you for wrapping him. But yeah, this one is a little, oh my gosh. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Look at this dude. I'm super excited to get this guy pictured because look at the freaking details. I haven't really looked at him 100%, but absolutely stunning. Like, just, he's a custom on the little Missouri Foxtrot. Oh gosh, sorry. Hold on, that was horrible. I kind of like this muslin using it to get details and stuff, but look at the details on this guy's face. Look at him. He is gorgeous. I'm super excited. I am a big fan of custom minis. I love custom minis just because I just like the artistry that goes behind them. It is a challenge to look at his little pink nose. Look at that pink nose. Like, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but look at that pink nose. But the artistry that goes into it, and it's on a small scale. Like, to me, it is difficult to do something this size, but to do something this size just takes, it's amazing. You guys are amazing. Shout out to all of the customizers, and everybody who do those, the small scaled stuff, especially micro minis. Good Lord. I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys are phenomenal. You guys are phenomenal. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you to everybody who does that. You guys are amazing. And then thank you to these ladies for packaging and all that. I know I purchased them. I didn't win them or anything. I mean, I win, anywho. But thank you, ladies, for packaging those. And let's move on to our news for that Breyer has dropped. And we'll talk about some of that. Recording on a different phone, so you're gonna have to put up with me and this guy because I didn't feel like swapping over and going and re-screen printing and everything like that today, just because I'm wanting to just talk about everything. So first and foremost, we got the update about all of the Premier Club models that are coming out for 2025. This is the first time I think from what I read on Breyer's website or their email, somebody put it on Facebook. I remember reading it. This is kind of the first time they've all revealed everything all at once for the Premier Club, because I guess usually they go throughout the year. I'm not a Premier Club person. I don't pay attention. So, but I think they go through whenever another release is going and they reveal it and all this stuff. So, but this is our final lineup for the Premier Club. We've got, and now you're noticing some things in here, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But we have got Winifred the Mule, Cosimo, I want to say Merguez horse, and then we have got Rowan, the Highland pony. I believe that's what that was. And you can notice that each of them, they all have variations this time. And the reason being is some of them have variations. Some of them have, Rowan has got a mane variation. So you've got a braided mane and you have got a loose mane. Cosimo is a matte glossy split, and from popular opinion, from what I have seen on my groups and Facebook, everybody's liking the matte version just because black is really hard to see detail with the glossy. So we might see the glossy one go for sale. This is just me. We might see him go for sale for a little cheaper than the matte version. We'll see. But so far, popularity wise, Cosimo's matte version is more popular. I know I said popular twice, but it is more favored than the other one, because we go back to Namid and we go back to some other glossy black models that were a little more difficult to see as a glossy black. I personally liked, I think I had Namid in glossy, that is on the Mustang Mare mold, but I had her in glossy. I traded her or sold her, I can't remember. But yeah, she was a little hard to see. So I'm with everybody on that one. And honestly, if I find a glossy Cosimo, I will get him, because I just like him anyway. I like getting Premier Club models. I'm not going to join the Premier Club. I'm sorry, guys. Not yet. Not until I have some more money. But I do like getting them. So that's one of that's the Premier Club update. Along with this Premier Club update came the update for the 75th anniversary that Breyer came out. They came out with an email and pretty much said, hey, since it's our 75th anniversary, we're going to do something different, a little extra something, like the guy with the salt, the meme that went around. He was like that with the salt. I can't do it. He was like this, and all sassy, that's kind of what Breyer did. What they're doing is they're going to add 75 pieces of this gray variation of Winifred into the Premier Club. So 75 random people are going to get this variation of Winifred, not this one, this one. 75 people are going to get her just randomly, and I'm super excited because I'm ready to see her in hand, period. Like her, like I don't care which version, just her. And so, but yes, they did this because it's the diamond. I think it's the Diamond Jubilee. So they're adding 75 of her and distributing her out to everyone. My lights weren't on in the background, so I am so sorry, guys. It's party time since it's 2025. Another thing I was going to show you is just kind of some close-ups of the glossy matte split of Cosimo. So here is the glossy matte split of Cosimo. A little darker on the glossy side, and you notice he is black. A little darker on that side, a little lighter on the matte side. You can see more details with the matte version, and so I'm seeing now why everybody, I already knew, just because me personally, I like the matte as well. I can see more details. I can see why everybody is personally wanting the matte version versus the glossy version. But like I said, if he comes up and he's pretty cheap, I'm gonna get him anyway, just because I do like glossies and I don't care. We'll see. I like him. You've seen the variation of Winifred up close. Here's the variation of Rowan, the Highland pony, his braided mane version versus his loose mane version. I have not seen yet, I say yet, the thoughts on the braided mane versus the loose mane. I have some people who are in search of the braided mane version, so that might be the more popular version. But I haven't really been paying attention much. I've been kind of trying to just keep up to date with everything that Breyer is coming out with. So me personally, I like the loose mane version just because I do like the mane. I like that it's an ombre. So it's got the lighter to the darker. I just like that, but I also like the braided. I don't know. I'm kind of split. I guess I could say I'm kind of split. I probably would favor the loose mane version just because I like the loose mane version. But as far as popularity goes, I don't know. I will be paying attention to it to kind of see where we are. But I haven't really seen much. If you guys have thoughts on that, put them in the comments because I would like to know. What's your guys' favorite? Or do you prefer the matte on Cosimo versus the glossy? Do you care either way? Or do you guys prefer the braided mane version of Rowan versus the loose mane? And Are you super excited to see, like me, in hand the gray Pinto version of Winifred? And are you hoping that you get it? Because that would be awesome. I would love to see that. I would love to see her in person. I think she'd be beautiful in hand. Worth a lot of money, too, but beautiful. The next thing I'm going to go into is, yay, Stablemate Club stuff, because that I enrolled for that. I became a member of that this year. For 2025, and I'm super excited because we have not only gone over all of the releases so far, but Breyer also came out with the last release, and it is the Gambler's Choice. It is a Gambler's Choice, kind of like Mr. Miguel over here. But it is actually on a mold I really, really like. I liked this guy because I didn't have him, and there's not very many, but you know me, I love stock horses, and we're about to meet the next thing, the last release, and I'm super excited. Ever to find her name because I couldn't remember it, but everybody meet Chickadee. This is the Gambler's Choice final release, or the final reveal of the 2025 Stablemate Club. She comes in not only a glossy kind of a silver chestnut, silver bay. She also comes in a Appaloosa, a red roan, and a decorator leopard Appaloosa. So I'm not a decorator fan, but I don't even care. I'm going to have all 4 of them. I love them to pieces. I can show all of them. Like, they just have everything I need, so I'm going to be looking for all of them. So that makes her the last one, and we're going to go over them again. Here are all of the stablemates that will be coming out in 2025. Madonna is the new miniaturized Proud Arabian mare with the bloody shoulder. She's flea-bitten gray. Mercutio is on the new miniaturized Othello mold. This is Spencer on kind of a G1. He's a G1 Appaloosa and like a blood bay. We got Miss Chickadee here, our Gambler's Choice. Here's our matte glossy split. That's Javier. He's a Sabino Pasofino. And then I can't remember her name. I want to say it's like Alaya or something like that. In beautiful kind of blue eyes. Paint. I can't remember what they told. I want to say, don't quote me, but anyway, kind of a Wakalusa kind of looking thing. So super pretty. And then we've got Mr. Harbinger here. He is the Pegasus. He's an optional 7th purchase. For any of the, you don't have to purchase him. It's not needed. You can purchase him if you want. I will be getting him. I'm super excited. So, yeah, that's all of them that I'm mostly excited for are, of course, the Chickadee Gamblers. I would like to have at least 3 of them, if not all of them. I am super excited about Mercutio. He's the kind of the sooty dun draft horse that they're coming out with, and then I am excited for Harbinger. Those are my top 3 out of all of the reveals. I do like all of them just because they're different, and you know me, I'm show-minded. I can show them all, except for, really you can show them all. The decorators, like I said, I'm not a big decorator fan, but I am super excited about this little Pegasus just because I love Pegasus. I have forever. I'm more of a Pegasus fan because I grew up on Greek mythology and everything. I'm more of a fan of them than I am of a unicorn. So, and then I just like him because he's different. He's kind of a newer mold for them, like a new thing for them. This is the first time I've really ever... There are unicorns. I don't know if I've seen a Pegasus on a mini. I'm not sure. It's been a bit. If they have come out with one, you let me know in the comments. But if they have come out with one before, it's been a bit. So, I'm super excited. Let's see kind of what 2025 has in store for us as far as that. And I'm ready to get those guys in hand. Seriously. The thing I want to discuss is Tannenbaum. I think that's how you say his name. Her name. That is the surprise Christmas morning decorator horse that Breyer came out with. We did purchase her. At first I wasn't kind of a big fan, but I really, really liked honestly, I like them all just because I like the colors. Like I say, I'm not a big decorator fan, but I do like the metallic green. They have a metallic blue and a red. I like them all. I'm personally in favor of either the green or the red. But they came out with, here's the green, kind of like an emerald green color. And then here's the red. The red's got gold eyes. I think the green's got like blue or green eyes. And then here's the blue one. My mom would like that one. She likes the decorator, but she likes blue. And then, of course, 24 of them would be made into the coal, kind of a glossy black. And that goes back to our glossy black discussion from earlier. But she would come in this glossy black, but only 24 of everyone who purchased her, and I think it was a collector's club deal. Everyone who purchased her there's 24 of those who would get the coal. So for Christmas, Breyer put out a 60% off warehouse sale for Collectors Club members to be able to go in and purchase Stablemate Club models, exclusive Collector Club models, like Stablemates, and then some select Premier Club models, such as, oh gosh, Cancion, however you say it, the Pasofino, and then the painted standard bred mare, which I forgot her name, but she was available as well as a kind of a select few. Constantia. They also had like the Shelby Gambler's Choice available as well, and then a few select others. So that's, as far as I know, this says 50%. I swear I saw 60% in my email somewhere. As far as I know, it's still going. I don't know how long it's got, but I really wanted Cancion, or however you say him, Cancicon, whatever. He is only in the matte finish. He would not be sold. That's what it says here when I'm looking at it. He would not be sold as the glossy. I don't think. Let me double. From what I looked on the website, it doesn't look like they're available anymore. I could be crazy, but it did say 60% off. Some of it says 50. But yeah, they do still have that sale going on as we speak, but this is the first of the year. I don't know how long they'll have it for. But yeah, I didn't purchase anything in that sale this time. But it was kind of exciting. It was super exciting to see some of those Premier Club models for sale. So, anywho, for 2025, they're going to start revealing some 2025 Breyerfest models to kind of gear up, because it's literally January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It is 6 months away. So it is half a year, obviously half a year away. But we're going to get a lot of information, so we're going to be going over a lot of Breyerfest stuff to gear up, because in between then, I have got stock show stuff, I've got INL, a lot of other things, so we're going to do our best to, I'm going to do my best to keep you updated on what all's going on. But we've got our first, at least a dabble of our first reveal, and that would be the, it's called Break Out the Bubbles. It's the Stablemate events, the event club, or the event models, and they are named after drinks, guys. I'm so excited. They're so cute. I wasn't a big fan of the ones last year, obviously. Decorator, not a decorator person, as I'm over here going, I love Harbinger. But they're using new models from the Stablemate Club. So this year, you remember how we had, Newport on the kind of a updated version of the running thoroughbred mare. She has got a wrapped tail, and then her head has been dropped. So they've got, they're using that one this year, and then they're using the Augustus mold, which is kind of surprising for me, because those are two new molds that they're using for event stablemates. So, but they're in realistic colors, and I'm super excited because I love them all. I love them all. The first one is going to be Bellini, and she's on the Newport mold. I'm just going to call it the Newport mold. She's a leopard Appaloosa, kind of an Appaloosa sport horse, and super pretty, kind of like a blue. She's got blue and gold tail, leopard Appaloosa, ready to party. They call her the Polo Pony mold, but I call her the Newport mold. But that's Bellini, and I like a peach Bellini. Those are so good. And I love mimosas. The next one is called Mimosa. She is on the Indian Pony mold, the shrunken Indian Pony mold. Kind of a Palomino Tobiano. She is so pretty, and I love her, and I love that mold anyway, just because it radiates quiet, calm, sweet, cute, and plus she's a little older version. She's a little older mold. The bigger one is, the traditional size is, I'm going to say it's the Cantering Andalusian mold, but number one, he's bay. I'm a bay fan. Number two, he's glossy, and that's pretty much it. But meet Kava on the running Andalusian mold. I think this year we had him with a roached mane, and he was the first release, kind of that, I cannot remember the name, but he was on like a Creo color, but he was like purple. I have him somewhere in my stuff, but, so I'd want to say that was his mold, but, super excited because he's bay and he's glossy. And then the last one, you guys know I'm partial to draft horses. The last one is going to be Prosecco on the Augustus mold. And you guys will not believe what this dude looks like. He kind of looks, okay, a miniaturized Harley. You guys remember what Harley looks like? He was on kind of like the Frisian Stallion mold or something like that. I do have him. He's over in my living room. But look at this guy. Meet Prosecco with his hooves and his little Appaloosa butt. I'm so excited about them because I discovered the Harlequin Sugar Bush draft breed, and yeah, you know where that's going. So meet Prosecco. I'm super excited. I love that they named them after drinks, because I love a good champagne, I love a good wine, a good mimosa, and a peach Bellini. Like, I don't know what a cava is. I've never looked up a cava. Let me look it up right now. So a cava drink is Spanish wine that can be semi-dry or rosado. The word cava in Spanish is Spanish for cave or cellar, which is a reference to the caves that were used to age and preserve cava in the early days. So good job, Breyer, for naming a Spanish horse cava. That's so excited. Prosecco is it can be called a champagne, or well, no. It is an Italian wine. Veneto. As I'm doing this, as I'm looking this up. Wine of place. It's an Italian wine, a sparkling wine mostly made in Veneto region of Italy. So, okay. But the cava thing, that's super exciting. So I'm super excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am. It's gonna be great. If that is the first reveal, I cannot wait until they show us what else they've got in store. It's gonna be a mixture of everything from all of the years. So this is great. This is great. I thought I was gonna wrap up this video, but guess what? Breyer dropped more stuff. So I just figured I'm not finished with this video. Let's just add to the next video, or to the one that's already going on right now. I have to plug in my phone. Hold on. Haha, there we go. Okay. So, a couple of things. You guys know that, we talked about, the Breyerfest event stablemates. I am freezing cold, so I'm covering up in a blanket. But the Breyerfest event stablemates that they just released, one of them is this guy, in a black, Appaloosa, kind of looked like Harley. Well, they decided that they're going to drop. They dropped, or they did drop. They decided they're going to drop Breyerfest special runs. So you believe your girl just flew to her email. There are a bunch of other horses that we kind of peeped a little bit as well. So we're just going to go over them. I'm using my handy dandy phone, not TikTok this time. Again, but you know. First and foremost, we got some detailed shots. I'm getting them up here on my phone of the 2025 releases, regular run releases that are going to come out in 2025. Believe it or not, they are on back order right now. You can order them on the website. I literally just got, or I just added one to my cart that I'm probably going to get. So, there's 3 horses that there are, that of really super popular molds that they are using for their 75th anniversary. One of them is going to be this Western horse right here. Now notice he is a paint, but he has got little like Breyer horse etchings of various molds. You can see fire hearts in there. You can see strapless is in there. I can't remember this one's name. And then you've got, you know, kind of some of the other older ones. Here's, that looks like with a gaming stock horse. So, you notice kind of on most of these, is going to be, they're going to have that similar, on all 3 of them, they're going to have that similar etching. This is just going to be the Western horse. And then they've got the, let me see if I've got that one saved. They do not, I do not have that one. They've got the Western horse. They've got the E-Spirit, E-Spirit. I think it's E-Spirit or E-Spirit. I can't remember. It's East as the Spanish horse. It's in black and white. And then they have the Lonesome Glory mold, which is they consider the sport horse. And then there's the Spanish horse, which is the E-Spirit or E-Spirit, whatever, however you say it. So those are the 3 that are going to come out on the regular run 75th anniversary. The next few are going to be ones that are just kind of the regular ones on some of the regular molds. This is Cloud. They're coming up with another Cloud. Let me look here. It looks like he is going to be for the 30-year anniversary. They've got him on the new Mustang mold. Yeah, 30th anniversary of Cloud. I've also got the internet up here too. But this is the 30th anniversary of Cloud. They've got a new mold for him. If you guys don't remember, Cloud was on the Fighting Stallion mold when he kind of first came out. I don't think I had him. I think I had somebody else on the Fighting Stallion mold. But they are coming out, excuse me, they are coming out with a new mold, a new version of him on a different mold. So there's one. Next one is going to be the 85th anniversary, AQHA anniversary horse, best Remuda model. It's kind of based off of like a trophy. It's like a silver trophy look, with the best Remuda award winners. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. Best Remuda award winners on there. So like if you look at them, you can see like the 4.6s is on there. I know the King Ranch is on there somewhere. There's just all sorts of brands of the best, the AQHA best Remuda award winners. They're continuing the Orin Mixer with the buckskin on the Geronimo mold. I am a big fan of a buckskin horse. I love buckskins. But I'm not a fan of, I mean, I like this guy, but I'm not going to add him to my group just because he is a regular run. But I do love a good buckskin. I'm super excited that they're coming out with a lot of the Orin Mixers because I used to judge horses back in 4-H well, I was in 4-H until I graduated high school. But back when I first started 4-H, I started judging horses. And the Orrin Mixer was the guy that his ideal quarter horse was what we based our quarter horse off of. Like, it was amazing. So, anywho, I have personal ties with Orrin Mixer. So that's the regular run Orrin Mixer Buckskin in the Ideal Quarter, or the Ideal Stock Horse series, I'm pretty sure. The Orrin Mixer. And this is the guy that I added to my back order. This is Surfer's Riptide on the, the pony. I can't remember. It's Lilowin, whatever his name was, the pony mold. I cannot remember which breed, but, Lilowin was this guy's, the mold that he came on. Actually, Surfer's Riptide is and correct me if I'm wrong, Chincoteague pony on the island in Virginia that got super popular. His dad did. I can't remember. I think his dad got super popular on Margaret Henry, Misty and all that stuff. So, this is the son of the horse, and let me look it up right quick too, because I looked it up just a minute ago. He is Surfer Dude is his dad, his sire. He is so, and they were talking about the Chincoteague Island being the super popular one because of Margaret Henry's book. Kind of following the ranchy vibes is the new Texas Longhorn that they came out with. I don't own very many of those guys, but I do like that model. I think he's kind of neat. So there's that, and he's pretty. The next one is going to be Big Lex, kind of a blue decorator, based off of, I want to say, the Kentucky horse. I'm looking it up on the internet. Yeah, he is the for the 250th anniversary of the horse capital of the world. Let's see. Big Lex is the blue tinted adaptation of an oil painting by Edward Troy of the real life thoroughbred stallion Lexington that became the symbol of the city. So Big Lex is based off of a painting representing Lexington, Kentucky as a whole, on the Winx mold. The painting's very interesting too. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Painting. So this is the one that they kind of based it off of. This right here. I mean, that was the blue one. This is the original one. That's Big Lex. Lexington, but Big Lex is this guy. So I thought that was kind of neat. Not a decorator fan, guys. I'm sorry. I keep preaching that. But I like the Winx mold. And I thought it was kind of cool. Kind of a cool little representation of Lexington, which is home of Breyerfest. So, And then Breyer kind of came out with the flagship model. This is Ophelia. Kind of like a dun, Missouri Foxtrot or Tennessee Walker. I want to say this is Arcane, or Arachne, something like that. Kind of like an Appaloosa looking thing with marks. It looks like Arcane. It's Arachne. It's Arachne. That's me not being able to read. But he's got he's on the, I want to say, the working cow or the Bobby Joe mold this year. Kind of made to look like an Appaloosa, but the Appaloosa spots, the blanket part, is a spider. Looks like he's got blue eyes. I'm trying to look at it a little bit more. There's this is a cool detail. There's a moth on the neck right there, and it looks like the spider's trying to get it. So each of the legs kind of go down onto the leg, so you guys can see the legs right here. Each of those legs will go, like, they go down on the other leg. So I haven't seen another, it's not available until fall, winter of 2025, which, good Lord, that's way down there. But it's got the Black Widow symbol as a like a mark on the forehead. I don't know if you can see it, but Black Widow symbol like right there on the forehead. I think that's kind of neat. So this is probably a must-have for me. I didn't get Beowulf this year, but I do like it. I'm not a spider fan, but I like that mold, I think, or I like that paint job. And I wonder, I'm pretty sure, yeah, glow-in-the-dark face paint, or like glow-in-the-dark based paint. So this gal will be able to glow in the dark. And I'm assuming it's going to be a mare just because it's got the Black Widow theme. So I'm going to say it's probably a mare. So I kind of like that because they're basing it off of Black Widow. And of course, it can't be 2025 without knowing who the holiday horse is. We have got Christmas in Bloom on the flash mold in a dapple, or a kind of a like a dark gray with a white face. It's kind of really pretty with the feather and everything like that. So I'm kind of excited about that one. I have really kind of been a fan of most of the holiday horses. Highland, I think it was Highlander. Was it Highlander? Was awesome. And I loved the antlers. I love the antlers on that one. And then, I think, oh gosh, I can't pronounce the one from, but the one on the Big Ben mold this year was really pretty too. I always love Winter Song. Winter Song was my favorite. I do have the golden, on the Marabella mold, that came out with Father Christmas. My aunt actually got that horse for me, long time ago, but I still have her and I still have Father Christmas. I don't know where the rest of the costume went, but anywho, so that's the Christmas. Saving the best for last because this is a Breyerfest reveal of a special run. And I'm sorry guys, I'm getting kind of tired too. It's like late at night for me. But Breyer dropped, which is weird because I did notice that a lot of people were commenting on how Breyer had not dropped reveals at the first of the year. And like waited until a little bit later. I don't really know. I think I remember it being a little later last year. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's kind of awesome that they are giving us the tea, feeding us per se, right now with a bunch of, stuff. I mean, we already know the event stablements, and now we know one of the special runs that they're going to offer. So may I introduce you to, let's get this party started on the Connemara, oops, that's the wrong one. That's my mom's text message. On the Connemara mare mold, in a black and white piebald, color. She has the blue eyes. She's got some pinking too. If you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but she's got some pinking a little bit on her, like the creases of her arm, like an armpit and all that stuff. So, but she's really pretty. I don't have the Connemara mare mold. I don't have that mold. So it'd be kind of interesting to get her possibly, and see, or just, I think she's pretty. I like a good paint horse. She's very pretty. I love her coloring. So I'm excited to see what else they've got though. I'm not going to get too woo about the first, them sharing the first one. But I am super excited about this one, and I'm super excited about the stablemates. So I'm ready to see what else they have. But hopefully, cross fingers, we'll see something else, and that'll be on my next video, because I don't know if they're going to feed us anymore right now until, this weekend or maybe Monday or something. So, by the time that this video gets out, I'm hoping, calm down, Breyer, okay? I can only do so much in one video. But yeah, so that's the first reveal of Breyerfest. So yay, it's coming. It's getting, we're 6 months away or whatever. So the last bit of Breyerfest, sorry guys, I thought I was done, but the last bit of Breyerfest information I do have for you is, Tractor Supply is they've got 50% off their models. I picked up this for my mom since she is a decorator fan. It's the, group of unicorns. And you know what? I just realized I think she already has it, but I'm going to have to ask her. But anyway, I'm super excited. I like this one. This one's my favorite. I like this guy. I have this one already. And then there's the Fireheart. And then the Connemara, Prince Charming, I think. And then the Walking Thoroughbred. And then it's got two little dudes. I love this mold a lot. And then I got a Christmas chicken to put in our backyard. So that is all I've got for the updates for Breyer from model horse stuff. Now I kind of wanted to go into the special request. Well, it was kind of like a hey, you want me to do that? You want me to show that to you kind of thing? So kind of a little bit of a backstory. I'm a big Lord of the Rings nut. I've always been. I've watched all the movies. I have read most of the book, I've read The Hobbit. Okay, that's about it. But I've done a lot of lore digging because I do write fan fiction, and I was working on a fan fiction, Hobbit fan fiction. I needed to know more about the lore, aka the Valar and all of that stuff. Anyway, that's and I just got obsessed with. I purchased my first sword, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I like swords. I've always loved swords. I'm more of an archery person myself, but I do love swords. I love the Lord of the Rings swords just because of how they're built and how pretty they are. Could they ever be useful in combat? I mean, them in the movies they were, but that was just a movie, so who knows. So I just started collecting them. I started with, obviously, the first one I bought was not a Lord of the Rings sword. It was actually just a regular, I can't remember what my husband called it, but just a regular sword, oh god, I had it for a second there. And we got it at I'm not going to say it was a Comic-Con, it was like a Renaissance Fair Comic-Con thing. It was like the first year they did it in Oklahoma City. So, that was my first sword, and then it was just kind of from there. It was kind of an addiction from there. And then he got me a karambit for me to put into my truck. I got him a kukri. So we just, that's what we do, is we bought each other swords and knives and stuff for each other for protection. So the kukri is usable. It is real. It is sharp. It is real. I have used it to open packages before, and it is sharp. So I will go ahead and go over all that I have in my office. I have some that are in the living room. I'll just talk about her right quick. I have Arwen, which is Elrond's daughter. I have her sword called Hodafang. She is on a bench that I got. She's in there. I have on my kind of one of my shelves that I've got that I got for my model horses. I also have it's like a custom Urukai sword. It is not United Cutlery or Weta, the Weta Workshop. It is not them. It is not the Noble Collection one. So I have those. I have King Peter's sword from Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. It is in the hallway. I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, and I also have a bunch of them kind of stored. They're not displayed yet. So I'll just kind of go over what I have in here. I am in process of, I have these two. These are e-horses. One I sold, one is not. I got these two from different people. I thought they were the same thing, but anyway. And then there's my pile of swords in the corner. So first and foremost, we're gonna, and this is Bofer. He is a heart beast. But here's my pile of swords in the corner. That fuzzy thing is my bow. First and foremost, we've got Orcrist. This is Thorin's sword. It's an elven sword that they found in the Cave Troll after they defeated the trolls. After, I don't know, it was before the goblins, before the Misty Mountains. This is supposedly made in the movie, in the lore. It is supposedly a dragon's tooth that's made out of. This is the United Cutlery version. On the other side, I have the Noble Collection version. I got these off of eBay, so if you guys want to get them from eBay. This is Anduril, the Flame of the West. That is Aragorn's sword in the Return of the King, forged from the shards of Narsil, which was his ancestor's sword that cut off the finger of Sauron. This is a ring wraith sword, and it's actually kind of cool. There goes everything. It is not, I don't know if you can see it with the lights or not. It is not a completely straight sword. So it's got the kind of the vines and stuff, and then it's got straight right there, and then it kind of drops off. It's pretty neat. And it is a long sword. It is up to 50-ish inches from the tip down. You can't see that, but so is this guy. This is my obsession. This is my favorite sword besides Orcrist. Orcrist is my next one. This is the Witch King of Angmar sword. This is the biggest sword I have. I don't think the original, this is not a United Cutlery or Noble Collection. It is something completely different. It is like a custom. They had a lot of knockoffs, but it is mine. I still love it. This is not a real gun. That is a customized Mandalorian gun. My pile of swords in the corner. I have the axe of Kratos from the Ragnarok and the newest games. I have Legolas's knives on the top. Tauriel's knives on the bottom. I do have, and that is an actual horn. I got it from Atwood's. But I do have a plastic set that I'm kind of wanting to sell. So, Madison, honestly, girl, I would give it to you because I don't use them. Also, this is storage, but I have Sting, one of my Stings. I have like 4 or 5 of them. I have Sting back here. This is a bunch of packing material. You guys stare at the knives right quick. Used to be my desk. This is a knockoff Sting. That is not an actual Sting. It is a knockoff Sting. There is my green dragon sign. I had Narsil in here somewhere. I don't know where he went. I put him somewhere. I also forgot, this is Glamdring. One of my Glamdrings. I have like 2 or 3 of them. I'm pretty sure. Thranduil's sword. Sorry, it's a mess in here. My office is an absolute chaotic place. This is Thranduil Glamdring that I found. Peter's sword. I made it to where I did get the one that had the inscription on it. Yeah. And I cannot remember. It's something about Aslan shaking his mane and something. On top of my Copper Fox box, King Theoden's sword with the horses. This one is an actual United Cutlery one. This is the first sword that I ever got. There is a name for it. I just can't remember. Glamdring. I have, like I said, I have 3, at least 2 or 3 of them. This one's a one I got from a couple who had their wedding. So they had this guy in their custom, I want to say oh my god. This is my custom Game of Thrones sword with its custom scabbard. And this scabbard is custom. The sword itself is not, but that is a custom scabbard. I want to say this is a guard sword. The Woodland Realm, perhaps. I think that's what that is. Peep my sign for my office, because why not? This is Strider's sword. It comes with the little bitty tiny knife you see right there. That's Strider's sword. That's the one that Aragorn used as a ranger. And then next to it is actually the dagger that I think Arwen gifted him. It's an elven dagger that he carried. And next to that is the noble version of Sting. Hey guys, that is all of those. You didn't see Hadafang or the other one, but yeah. Hadafang's gorgeous. I love Hadafang. I had 2 of them and one broke. So I had to trash the other one. But yeah, Hadafang's just chilling. out there. So just look her up. Look that one up, and that's what it looks like. But that's all the swords I got. So it was kind of like a forced, like, hey, I'm showing this to you, but I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my obsession besides these guys. I don't really collect them anymore. I've got a few that I can probably, get rid of. I have a pile back there. So, and I use a lot of them for, actually used I want to say I used the Witch King sword for pictures, because one of my friends, I do Halloween like a photo shoot of her every year, and she did like a Viking theme or something. I said, I have the sword for you, say less, and that's the sword we used. So gorgeous. I'll put those pictures in this video. But yeah, and then we used Thranduil's sword and another dagger I had. But I don't have, there's a couple of them I don't have. I don't have a Morgul blade. I don't have, one of the poles. I don't have any of the staves. I want Gandalf's staff, but that's never, I don't know if I can find him or not. I did have Narsil. I had the actual, just, that was actually the first one I got as far that got me started on everything, but I don't know where I put him. But just imagine that one just cut off, and that was what I got. I didn't have the shards or anything. I just had that one, and that one is like this. It is this big. It's huge. It's like a quarter of that guy, but cut off. Like, they're huge. They're huge. For right now, that is all I've got, guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done to support me in this kind of endeavor that I've got going on. Just continue to like, comment, tell me, what you were thinking, like what you're ready for 2025, what you're hoping to see and do, and get involved in, and everything like that. 2024 was great. Lots of stuff to learn. Or that we did learn, lots of stuff that, we did and had fun doing, and lots of kind of, there were some downtimes too, but, it is what it is. But anyway, so Happy New Year, guys. Thank you guys so much for everything, all your support, and we will see you in the next episode, because there's going to be something. We're going to have a lot to talk about with all of these Breyerfest stuff, all the Breyerfest stuff going on. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Have an awesome one, and stay safe. Bye.